Hi friends, we're going to go over our Math Box journal on page 205, lesson 8.6. Our first question, if I read that out loud, says circle the letters next to all the pictures that show quadrilaterals. And a quadrilateral, as we learned earlier, has 4 sides. So let's look at our shapes here. A has 1, 2, 3, 4, our rectangle. That does fit the description of a quadrilateral, I think, with 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a hexagon with 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a trapezoid, and it has 4 sides. So if it says circle the letters, that means there's more than one right answer here, friends. So I'm going to circle A and D. Number 2 says 68 plus 34 equals, use partial sums, addition to solve, ballpark estimate. So the first thing we're going to do is estimate. Now let's look at 68. Is 68, I think to myself, is that closest to 60 or 70? Because I'm estimating. I'm going to go with 70 because that's the closer one. It's just 2 away. And now 34. My choices. Is that closer to 30 or 40? It is closer to 30. So 70 plus 30 equals 100. Now it does say use partial sums in the directions, and you can. But my class, some people prefer partial sums, some people like the more familiar way. So let's set it up more the familiar way that our friends might have at home. 68 plus 34, and we always start in the ones column. 8 plus 4 equals 12, so I put down the 2 because it's in the ones place. I carry my 10 to the tens place. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Now I check to see if 102 is reasonable to 100. Is it reasonably close to 100, our estimate? Yes, that means we're probably right. That is why we estimate, to see if our answers are reasonably close. I do see a unit box here, so we just put a noun in there. So let's support our tigers. So I'm going to write tigers in our unit box. And then I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to go to question 3. Question 3 says write each number in expanded form. So we're stretching our numbers apart into hundreds, tens, and ones. 302, 3 happens to be in, here's the ones place, tens place, hundreds place. 3 is in the hundreds place, so I'm going to go 300 plus, and 0 is in the tens place. I could write 0 tens, or I could leave it without. I'm just going to include it today. Plus 2. 476. Again, I'm going to stretch that in expanded form. I'm going to stretch the 4 happens to be in the hundreds place, so I know it's 400. 7 is the tens place. 7 tens is 70 plus 6. 862. I'm going to stretch that out. I'm going to do 8 happens to be in the hundreds place. 800 plus 6 tens would be 60. Plus 2 is in the ones place. 590, 5 is in the hundreds place. 500 plus 9 tens is 90 plus 0. Number 4 says draw a shape that has 4 sides. So there's lots of them I could draw. You could potentially draw maybe a square, maybe a rhombus, maybe a trapezoid. There's lots of options there for you. Number 5, show your work on the open number line. Remember, this is here, that's our open number line, so we're going to use that. Brooklyn has 25 yellow blocks and 42 green blocks. How many blocks does she have in all? Boy, when I do those word problems, I always like to look for keywords. What are my keywords here? What would I look at? I'm going to look at in all. And I know that when I do in all, that means we have to add. So I'm going to add 42 and 25. And I'm also going to start with 42 on my open number line because I know that I'm faster that way. So I'm going to start at 42. I'm going to add 25. So I'm going to leap and I'm just going to go ahead and add 20 because that'll be fast. 42 and 20. Oh, 4 tens plus 2 tens is 60, 62. And now I have to add 5 more because the question said 25. 20 plus 5 is 25. So I'm going to add 5 more here. And 62 at plus 5 is 67. So I'm going to put my answer here, 67, and my unit would be blocks. Thanks for your time, friends. Have a great day.